Hi guys, it's Dee. I'm the creator behind Mulberry Swirl Crochet, and we have a new video today. I am doing a little bit of a work through some stuff that I'm not a fan of before we can buy any more yarn. So I'm going to work through this. This is my goal for the week. Hopefully only the week. We'll see. Maybe it might be a bit longer than that, but we'll see. This is all my weeks of that. We'll take that out. This is all my Parfait Chunky. I do not like Parfait Chunky. I just don't. It's not something I enjoy working with. It sheds like crazy. It's very thin. I don't like it. I don't make keychains. I bought this initially to make keychains. I don't enjoy making keychains, so I don't make them unless someone specifically asks for them. They are not in my repertoire. So my goal is to go through all of this yarn. It is. There's also this little ball. It's a very thin Motivera. I'm not too sure what it's called, but anyway, I've added that into this to get through as well. I have 1.7 kilos of yarn in this container to go through. I have already started, but I started this stuff before I weighed the yarn. So what is left in here is 1.7 kilos. In addition to that, I have made a few things that I made yesterday. So I made 2 of these Splash the Dolphins by the Crochet Carpenter. I made them the finger puppets. I think they work really well as finger puppets for Splash. So I've got this dark blue and this light purple. The dark blue pretty much used up most of the ball that I had, so I'm not sure if I had used it previously or not, but that was used, and most of this, I think there's a little bit left, was used for these. I double stranded Parfait Chunky for this and used a 6mm hook. So that is how I'm going to be using up the Parfait Chunky, is double stranding it. I find it much more comfortable to use that way, and I don't absolutely hate my life. So I've got 2 splashes and I have one more that I'm almost finished. It just needs the fins and tails sewn in. So this one is a nice rainbow one. I'm actually really happy with this one, and I might actually end up doing another one of these. So we'll see how we go with that. So I've got 3 Splash the Dolphins, and then I have a variety of whale tops. So that is the plan on using for most of this yarn, is it's going to go on whales and possibly chicks. It doesn't want to say. So there is, oh, sorry, the orange is also not Parfait Chunky. So there is 2 balls in here that are not Parfait Chunky, but the rest is. I want to get rid of this. All of this box needs to go, and I'm hoping to do it in a week. I do have one custom order to do as well this week, which consists of 4 plushies. So that is going to have to get done at some point as well. But yeah, I will check back with you for updates throughout the week on what I've made and how we're going with this challenge of decluttering my Parfait Chunky. I did write a list of how to use up some of this yarn. So whales and another splash is on the list. Some chicks, dinosaurs are also on my list to do. And then I have these browns, which I'm just not sure exactly what to do with. I was thinking maybe trying out a teddy bear, but I just don't know if there's going to be enough in there. So we'll just have to play that by ear and see what happens. I don't know if that is what I'll end up doing or not. The red is also another concern of mine. I don't use a lot of red. So I think I might make 1 or 2 hungry caterpillars, depending. I don't know if they're going to end up big enough. They should do, but we'll see. Kittens, I suppose, is another thing that I could use the browns for, so we might do that as well. Anyway, I will check in with you throughout the week and show you what I make. Okay, so it's been about a week and a half since I last spoke to you, but I've been working through my Parfait Chunky. I'm really excited to show you guys what I've made. And, life has just got in the way a little bit with filming and stuff, but it is what it is. I've made a couple of other things as well, but let me show you the Parfait Chunky. So we started off with 1.73 kilos of Parfait Chunky. I currently am at 639 grams. So we've gone through a little over a kilo of my Parfait Chunky so far. So I'm very, very happy. This is my container that I have my Parfait Chunky in at the moment. So what I have left is I have some of this raspberry berry color. I have plans for that. So I think I'm going to be able to use that. I'm going to finish that today. I'm also going to finish this today. This is like the mint green. I have black, cream, white. I have some orange. This isn't Parfait Chunky. And if I don't finish this, I'm okay about it because I can use it for something else. But this is not Parfait Chunky. It's can't remember the brand. I might put it on the screen if I remember. But yeah, not Parfait Chunky, but part of this challenge. I have a little bit of brown left, a little bit of dark brown left. I'm pretty sure this is espresso. There's this crimson, really dark red that I have some left of. I've got the two like dusty rose colors, a bit left of those. And I have some emerald green left. So I do have plans for most of it. And then I have this, which is all the scraps that sort of came off it that aren't really enough to do much with. But my plan is to go through these and then with whatever is left, determine if I can make either a scrappy bear or a scrappy snake. One of the two will happen with the scraps. It just depends on which one it will be, whether it's a bear or a snake, depending on how much is left. I think I would need about 200 to 250 grams for a snake. Admittedly, I could make the snake any length, so that doesn't really matter. I would want about 200 to 250 grams for a snake. For a bear, I think I could definitely get away with a lot less. So yeah, we'll just see how much is left at the end after I go through the rest of these, and then that will depend on what we make as a scrappy project. But you'll see that in like a couple of minutes. So you already know before I know. So I want to show you some things that I made this week that aren't a part of this challenge thing first. So I have this custom order sitting over here that was specifically a collection. So they wanted 4 characters from Beatrix Potter. So I made Peter Rabbit. I also have Benjamin Rabbit or Benjamin Bunny. All of these clothes are removable. I have Jemima Puddle Duck, again, removable clothing. A lot of this was like adapted or semi-freehanded as well. And then I have Mrs. Tiggy's Worth. I can't remember. She's the hedgehog, and she was definitely the one that was the hardest for me to do. Her dress and her apron are removable. Her bonnet is not. I wasn't overly happy with how her like fur looked. So I decided to add the bonnet to kind of fix it a little bit, and I'm pretty happy with how she looks at the moment. But they are all done. I'm very excited about them. I've shown the customer all but the hedgehog. I'm about to take some photos after I finish filming this and send her the final photos. But yeah, I'm very happy. It's a nice little collection. I'm very excited about those. The next thing I want to show you, I went to Spotlight on 2 days ago. And I was specifically looking for Feels Like Bliss. My Spotlight's been very frustrating. I've made 2 click and collect orders in the past couple of weeks. both of which has been cancelled. And although it says on the website every few days that my store has the Feels Like Bliss in stock, every time I've gone in, it's nowhere to be found. Every time I've made a online order, it gets cancelled. It's very frustrating. So I'm kind of at the point now where I'm just like, look, when it gets to my store, I will buy some because I want to feel it before I buy it. I don't want to buy it online. I want to feel it. There's a big hype about it. I want to feel it first. I don't want to just buy it. But while I was there, they had the Value Ball Mammoth. Oh my goodness, this thing is humongous. I'll add some photos on the screen. Oh, it's just stupid. I compared it to the Motivera Blankie, which is in itself quite a thick yarn. It's thicker than things like Bernat Blanket. So it's a decent bulky yarn. It's a decent blanket yarn. But this, oh, it's ridiculously huge. Like, so stupid. I have no idea what anyone's going to use it for apart from maybe like finger knitting a blanket or something. But no, the ball is so big. Like, it's just so silly. Anyway, obviously somebody wanted it, otherwise they wouldn't have made it. But while I was there, I also found that they had some Easter stuff out. So they had a nice range of acrylics, which I'm not really interested in, and they had some kits, which again, I'm not interested in kits. But they also had this beautiful section of chenille yarn, and I was like, oh, really pretty. I had a little feel, very nice. So I grabbed two of the colors. This is them. They come in a box. I actually really like the way that this is packaged. It has a hole in the top of the box, which is a center pull. So it's already got a built-in center pull. You don't have to go hunting for the middle of the yarn. It's already there for you. And once the yarn gets a bit smaller, you pull it out of the box. Like, whatever, it makes no difference. But I got the white, so I got just the plain white, and then there was plenty of colors, and I was just like, oh, which color do I get? Anyway, I decided to go with this one. This is the coral. They're like spotty. It's kind of like a really pale color, and then every now and then there's this like darker patch. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's really pretty, really pretty. So I got the coral only because I looked at the other colors and some of them were quite vibrant. The pink and the blue and the purple were actually really vibrant, and I didn't really have a plan for them. Whereas I looked at the coral and I thought, worst case scenario, I can make cats with it. Worst case scenario. But while I was thinking of what project I could try it, because I posted it on Instagram and I had a lot of people asking me, what's it like? What do you think? So I thought, well, now I'm going to have to make something. I'm going to have to use it and make something so I have an opinion. So I made a piggy. Isn't he gorgeous? This is the Pen the Pig by the Crochet Carpenter, and I love this pattern. I think it's such a great little pig pattern. It is only 18 rows. So considering it's 18 rows, it is the size of my hand. The yarn is a thicker yarn. It's quite a thick chenille. I compared it to Bernat Mystical, and the fibers are longer than Bernat Mystical, but it is less dense. So it is definitely like a fluffier yarn. I used a 6mm hook with it, and I'm very happy with how it looks. Very, very happy. And I'm very happy with the yarn itself, so I'm actually thinking about going to go and buy some more. But yeah, I'll update you next section of this video if I actually do end up buying some more. So I made my piggy. That is all I've made. I'm pretty sure that's all I've made that's not, well, except one thing, but we'll come back to that. The rest of it is Parfait Chunky. So while we're talking about pigs, I made two other pigs. This is a different pig pattern. I think it's Porky the Pig. I can't remember. I'll leave it in the description or on the screen, one of the two. So check there. But these are significantly more rounds than the Crochet Carpenter's pig, and they ended up about the same size. Now this is double-stranded Parfait Chunky as well, so it is like this yarn is decent. It's a decent thickness. So 2 pigs, I used the bright pink and put safety eyes in that one, and then I used like the dusty pink, like the kind of rosy color, and I did embroidered eyes for that one. So 2 piggies. I also did some dinosaurs. I did 3 dinosaurs. Oop. I did a red one with a dark crimson spike. I did a dark blue one with the lighter blue. And then I did this one. This is 2 pinks, the light pink and the darker pink, 1 strand of each. And then like the berry color as a spine. I'm really happy with this one. I like him a lot. We made some little ducks, some little mallard ducks. I made 3 of them. I sort of adjusted a little bit as I was making them. I think this one is my favorite, which is funny because it was the first one I made. But yeah, so some little ducks. We might make some more of them because we still have those yarns left. So we might end up making some more little mallards. I made a little, what's it called? Ladybug. This is the free pattern from All From Jade. And I used like the really dark red for that one. I made 2 little octos. They will probably go in mystery bags. So will the ladybug. The ladybug is going to go in a mystery bag. And one other thing for a mystery bag, I made a little snake, which I sort of thought, oh, I could like whip up a whole bunch of snakes. That would be super easy. No, I dislike making teeny tiny snakes. I don't like it at all. Big snakes, fine. Teeny tiny ones, no thank you. So that will go in a mystery bag. I made a platypus. I've had this pattern for so long, and I don't know why I haven't tried it before. I think I'm going to have to make some more of these. It is so cute. And the pattern was actually quite easy, so I'm really happy with him. So, little platypus. I made some kitties. I made a chocolate brown one. I made a double-stranded. So this one is the pale pink and the pale purple stranded together. I really love this one too. I'm actually really happy with all the kitties. This is the last one I made. I made a rainbow. I love this one so much. The colors just make me so happy. I think like from the side as well, it's a really nice rainbow on the side. That side, look at that side, that's where the color changes are. So it just makes my heart sing a little bit. Really happy with them. We have a frog, big fat frog. I double stranded this with the light green, and then I had like a Motivera yarn in there. I have no idea what it's called, but it's like it's really thin, like it's a really thin chenille kind of yarn. It has glitter all through it. It's really pretty, but I hate using it because it is so thin. So I can't remember if I doubled up on the Motivera one, or if this is just 1 strand of the Motivera and 1 strand of Parfait Chunky. No, it must be 2. It looks like 2. So 2 strands of the Motivera and 1 strand of the Parfait Chunky. Anyway, he's okay. He's not my favorite thing, but anyway, whatever. Tossing up whether or not that one will go into a mystery bag or not. The 3 dolphins are finished. I can't remember if I had finished all 3 of them in the first clip, but I don't think I'd finished the rainbow one. Maybe I hadn't added the fins to the rainbow one or something. Anyway, 3 dolphins are done. Very happy with those. I've got a couple more things. I got these from Target. I think Kmart had them as well. So it was a pack of 4 for 75 cents. I thought they would be so cute for like little mystery eggs for Easter. So I bought 2 packs. So I've only made 4 so far, so I've got another pack of 4 to make, which I'm planning on using some of the green, I think. I'm not really sure what else. But I added inside, I did some little keychains. So I just single stranded the Parfait Chunky, so they're a lot smaller. So I made 2 yellow chicks and 2 white chicks. So there's 4 mystery eggs. And then I made this. Oh, oh, I love him. So this is Elmer the elephant, I think, from Loops and Knots Crochet. It's her YouTube tutorial for her little elephant. I love this. The pattern was actually really easy to do. I was very happy with the pattern. I did change a little bit. So because I was double straining my Parfait Chunky, I had no idea whether or not this was going to be enough to make this. It turned out it was absolutely not enough to make this. So I got from the trunk, the head, the body, and the ears in the Parfait Chunky, and that was it. There was no more. Oh, in the tail. There was no more Parfait Chunky to do the legs. So there's me stressing. What am I going to do with these legs? I can't put a different color on this elephant. He's dark purple. So I thought, let me have a look and see what else I have in my stash that could potentially be the exact same color. And I found this. It's like a velvety chenille. It's the valuable polar chenille. And I was like, let's use this. So I double stranded it to make the feet. I followed the pattern, and it was just significantly bigger than the Parfait Chunky was. So I was like, okay, I'm not liking how the legs were looking. So I decided to start again. I pulled it apart and I just free-handed my legs, sort of based off her pattern, but I excluded the toes. They just didn't work anymore once I'd changed things. I made them significantly smaller, but it actually looks really good. You can't tell it's a different yarn. I can tell it's a different yarn, and I'm sure people who know yarn would be able to tell it's a different yarn. But the color is so incredibly similar. The only difference is really that the legs are a little bit shinier because they're kind of like a velvety chenille rather than like a matte chenille. So the legs look a little shinier, but other than that, maybe I wish that I had done the ears in the polar chenille as well. Anyway, I'm really happy with this. I think I will make another one. Obviously not in the Parfait Chunky, but I'm thinking it would actually be really pretty in a Bernat. It would come out just a slightly bit bigger, but oh, so cute. And I put hand-painted safety eyes in these ones too. Oh, I love it. So I love this one. Really, really lovely. Last thing I did was some whales. So I've got a bunch of different whales. Actually, I only had a little bit left of that polar chenille skein once I had done the elephant. So there was just enough to make one whale. So there is a polar chenille whale in here. Oops, I dropped one. I think that's 14. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. There's 12 whales in various colors. A couple of them are like this. I think there was only one, or maybe there was only one that has like one round different. I did one in the sort of blend of the Motivera one and the Parfait Chunky. That one is the Motivera by itself. And this is 4 strands of the Motivera by itself. And it comes to the same, like it's smaller than 2 strands of the Parfait Chunky. So that shows you how much smaller this yarn is. It's so thin. It's stupid how thin it is. It's like, it might as well be a 10 ply acrylic. Like that's how thin it is. Anyway, so that's 4 strands of that. Anyway, whatever. So there's 12 of those, and then I have some unfinished ones. So I have one turtle shell and a fin for the turtle. So the rest of this mint color is going to be the turtle. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to close the middle of the turtle. So whatever, like for the like bottom body of the turtle, I'll probably do in like the cream, I'm thinking, if there's not enough mint, which I don't think there will be. But anyway, we'll see how we go. So then I've got a bunch of whale tops that just need their bottoms. So there's 2 more of the Motivera ones. See how many yarn tails there are? Because there's 4 strands of it. Stupid. 3 pink ones. I've got 2 purples. I have a pink and purple, a red, 3 of the dark blue, and then this one, which again is like 1 round difference. Oh, there was another 1 round different. There was a pink and a white one. Anyway, so that is what I've got done. I think I've gone through everything. Yes. Okay, so I will update you when I'm finished. So see you then. Good morning. I have finished. I'm so excited that I've finally gotten out all of my Parfait Chunky. I'm so happy that it is all completed. I'll just give you a quick run through of the things that I completed since we last spoke. And then I'm going to lay everything out and give you like a pan over of all the things that I completed during this time. I am so unbelievably happy that I'm finished all this stuff. Let's get into it. So I firstly made a turtle. It is slightly different to the turtle that I normally make. The head is 1 round short because I was running out. And the turtle, the shell is a lot higher. I'm actually a lot happier with it. I think I'm going to keep the higher shell than the current turtles that I have. But very happy with my turtle. I made a fox. This is one of the oddball crochet patterns and I love it. It's so cute. So we've got our fox. I made 2 spiders. So I have a red and a black spider. Very cute. I like them a lot. So good. Spiders. I've got some more little mallard ducks. I think I only did 2. Yes, 2. So 2 little mallard ducks. And then I did the rest of the little eggs. So I made 1 little mallard. And then there's 3 more. And the other 3 are little frogs. So I have now 8 of them, which will be good for Easter. So very happy with that. This was the last thing that I made. This is my snake. So this is what I used for the scraps. So very scrappy. I actually love it. I love it so much. It looks stunning. It's very long. It's a lot longer than the snakes that I normally make, but I'm very happy with it. I ended up doing about 6 like different colors, and then I would do either a black or a dark brown or the cream because that's what I had a lot of. So I ended up kind of chucking in a lot more of the black, dark brown, and cream than everything else. The way I determined how much to use was the rounds are 14 stitches. And so what I did was I put into like a random number generator 14 through to 28 and then just like randomized it. And so some of them are a lot shorter because that was just the end of the yarn, and some of them are a bit longer because they ended up pulling like a 27 or a 28. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with it. I like it a lot. I didn't think I was going to like it so much. So very, very happy with my snake. And we did finish a bunch of whales as well. So my little mini whales, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. There's 20 mini whales from the Parfait Chunky lot. So that is everything that I've completed since I last spoke to you. I'll now put in a shot of everything that I've completed all together. And that will be it. So here is everything that we made with our Parfait Chunky. Obviously, there was a couple of things in this video that you saw that aren't included here, but I will leave all of the patterns down in the description below if you're interested. But we've got 32 mini whales, 3 dolphins, 3 kittens, 8 of the mini eggs. We've got 5 mallards, 2 pigs. We have our elephant, our fox, turtle, 2 spiders, a mini snake, 2 octos, a ladybug, a platypus, 3 dinos, a frog, and our, where's my finger going to be? There it is, our scrappy snake. You can sort of see how long it is in this clip. But yeah, I'm really happy with everything we got done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. Even a comment down below would be great, and please subscribe. And I will see you in the next one, which will be a market vlog. I will see you then. Bye.